Ayu Lestari Panjaitan. Now I will to explain about the background of our topic. Collaborative learning can provide opportunities to lead to successful learning practice. As a technology for learning, collaborative learning involves active participation of students, minimize differences between individuals. Collaborative learning has increased the momentum of formal and informal education from two converging forces. The first, the practical realization. The life outside the classroom requires collaborative activities in real life. And the second, grow awareness of social interaction in an effort to realize meaning learning. Collaborative learning ideas originate from a philosophical perspective on the concept of learning in order to study. One must have a partner. In 1916, John Dewey wrote a book, Democracy and Education, in which the class is a mirror of society and serves as a laboratory for learning about real life. Dewey's thoughts about education are: the first, students should be active, learning by doing. And the second, learning should be based on intrinsic motivation. The third, knowledge is developing, not permanent. The fourth, learning activities should be in accordance with the needs and interests of students. The fifth, education must include learning activities with the principle of mutual understanding and mutual respect, meaning that.
Hello guys, good night. I am here and I want to explain about my topic. The topic is collaborate method is based on the following assumption about the student learning process. But before it, let me introduce myself. My name is Nikan Parhusid and I am student in University of HKBP Nomensen Pematang Siantar. And my number academic 1801030118. And the explanation about my topic. 1. The first, learning is active and constructive. To learn a lesson material, students need to integrate this new material with the knowledge they already have. Students construct meaning or create something new related to learning material. The learning is context dependent. Learning activities expose students to challenge assessment or problems related to context that are familiar to students. Students are directly involved in solving the task or solving the problems. Thank you.
In the application of collaborative learning, there is a shift in the role of learning. 1. From listeners, observers, and note-takers to active problem solvers, input and discussion enthusiasts. 2. From class preparation with low or moderate expectation to class preparation with high expectation. 3. From a private or individual person with few rights or problems to a public person with many rights and problems. 4. From personal choice to choice in accordance with the expectation of the community. 5. From fair to fair competition to fair collaboration. 6. From responsibility and independent learning to group responsibility and learning interdependence. 7. In the past, teacher and text were seen as the main source of authority and source of knowledge. No, teacher and text are not the only source of learning. Many other learning sources can be extracted from the group community.
There are many kinds of collaborative learning that have been developed by Education Express and practitioners, explored by the student team, Learning Express at Johann Hopkins University, but only about it kinds have received representation, namely 1. Learning together. In this method, the class groups consist of students of various abilities. Each group works together to complete the assignment given by the teacher. So, teams games tournament. After studying with their of group, members of a group will compete with other group members according to their respective ability levels. Assignment is decided on the number of scores is by on the number of scores. 3. Group investigation. All group members are required to plan and study along with planning solution to problem faced. The solution, the group determines what will be done and who will carry out and how to plan the presentation in front of the class forum. Assessment is based on the process and results of group work. 4. Academic consultative. Each member of the group is required to be in a situation of intellectual conflict that is developed beside of the learning requirements of each, but with group members and with other group members. The learning activity approaches the achievement and development of quality problem solving. 5. Jigsaw procedure. In this form of learning, members of a group are given different assignments about a subject so that each member can understand the full subject. The test is given with conference material. Assignment is based on the aggregate group discover. 7. 6. Student team achievement. The students in the class are divided into small groups. The members in each group learning from each other and teacher at each other. The focus is the success and person will affect the success of the group and likewise the success the individual. 7. Complex introduce. This learning method approach the implementation of a discovery, especially comparative learning structure. In this lesson, each group is formed with members of two students. One student acts as the tutor and another the judge. The tutor first question that he must answer. If the truth answer is correct, he gets the points of score. Comparative interactive reading and composition. The learning model is similar to this learning model. Model express learning to read, write, and grammar. In this lesson, students each other reading, writing, and grammar skills, both written and spoken in the group. Comprehensive learning structure. In this lesson, each group is formed with members of two students, one student as the tutor and another the tutor. The tutor first question that the tutor must answer. Comparative interactive reading and composition. The learning model is similar to as the name implies. This learning model emphasizes learning to read, write, and grammar. In this lesson, students essay each other reading, writing, and grammar skills, but both written and spoken in the groups.
There are many kinds of collaborative learning that have been developed by education experts and practitioners, especially by the Student Team Learning expert at Johns Hopkins University, but only about 10 kinds have received widespread and attention, namely 1. Learning together. 2. Team games tournament. 3. Group investigation. 5. Academic constructive controversy. 5. Jigsaw producer. 6. Student team achievement division. 7. Conflict interaction. 8. Team accelerated interaction. 9. Comparative learning structure. 10. Comparative interactive reading and composition.
Hi everyone, I'm the last part of this group. Before it, let me introduce myself. My name is Reninda Tambunan, and here I wanted to tell you about advantages and disadvantages from our material. And the first I will tell you about the advantages. There are 5 advantages from our group, our material. First, student learn to make a book. The second, student learn to appreciate the opinions of others. The third, can develop critical and rational thinking ways. And the fourth, can foster the sense of cooperation. And the last, the existence of a healthy competition. And the disadvantages, there are 4 disadvantages from our material. The first, students' opinion and question can differ from subject matter. And the second, it takes a lot of time. And the third, there are personal traits that want to stand out or vice versa, who are weak, feel inferior, and always depend on others. And the last is the unanimity or conclusion of the material is sometimes difficult to reach.